Hello everyone, welcome back to the Glimpse of Gaming YouTube channel. I'm your host Miller, your coach of the Liverpool Landos, and today I'm going to be bringing you my Week 2 coverage for the PWC Season 4 Week 2. And I'm going to be talking about my opponent's team, my team, and I'm going to be showing you the replay. And that's the premise of these videos, if you saw the first one, which I will probably link to a playlist at the end of this video or in the description down below, so please do check that out. And before we get into this, I want to ask you to like the video if you're enjoying the PWC content, and to subscribe for more Pokemon and Monster Legends content. Sorry, I just had to plug. I'm so happy about hitting the amount of support I'm getting so far with this new subs coming in. So yeah, so now the first thing I'm going over every week is my opponent's team, and this week my opponent was Gabe. Last week I told you his name was Swoof, but pretty sure that's his alt, and I'm pretty sure he prefers to go by Gabe. So yeah, here's his team. His signature is Roserade. Roserade does have a 125 base special attack and a 90 speed stat, so I didn't really know what it could possibly do to really take down anything on my team. There's not much on my team that's weak to grass. It's just Blastoise and Claydol, and I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure it's just Blastoise and Claydol. Yeah. So, and Poison, I've got a Triple Steel Core. I can just shove off any poison attacks ever. But with the 90 speed, it can run Toxic Spikes, which might be a problem since I don't have a poison type to eat up Toxic Spikes, and it can run regular Spikes, which obviously will be hindrance if not for the fact that I have 3 Rapid Spinners on my team. But that could still be a bad thing if he sets up Toxic Spikes, because as I said, I don't have a poison type, so I'll have to switch in a Rapid Spinner on it. So that is quite unfortunate, but Roserade I wasn't too worried about it because there's not much it could do to me other than Toxic Spikes and maybe Spikes, but a Rapid Spinner can deal with the Spikes. Next is Latios Mega. It's not Latios. It's not Latias. It's Mega Latios, and yeah, I still don't understand the difference between the designs. What an awful design decision. But yeah, Mega Latios is so scary. It has 160 base special attack, 120 base special defense, and 100 base defense. So not only will it be dishing out massive special hits, it's gonna be taking hits really well too, because 120 base special defense, no special hits is like going past this thing. Also, 100 defense isn't a joke either. That's really good as well. Plus the 110 speed stat, that is tied with my Latios and that's just pretty sure Latios is my fastest team member. So basically, if this thing can outspeed everything, I die. Next is Tyranitar. Tyranitar is obviously a Sand Setter. It can run Sandstream, but it also can run its hidden ability, Unnerve, which stops my Pokemon from eating berries, which would be a problem because as you can see, if I show you my team later, I was running a couple of Pokemon with resist berries on them, so that could have been bad if he did choose to run Unnerve on his Tyranitar. If he does, I don't know. I've already done the battle, but I don't know how to not spoil it that much. Yeah, Tyranitar also has good stats as well. It has 134 attack, which is just dumb. It's got good defenses as well, 110 and 100. It can Dragon Dance, which is just, oh my god. If it sets up a Dragon Dance, it might be pretty slow, but that also adds on to Latios' possibility to calm mind as well. And yeah, Dragon Dance Tyranitar is also just really scary. And that's just, it's got good defenses as well, as I already said. So if I don't have a fighting move to just kill it, it just kills me as well, to be honest. Next team member is Poltegeist. Poltegeist is another setup mon. It runs Shell Smash, Stored Power, which can hit me really hard, especially plus with his 134 special attack. He has a mon with 134 attack and a mon with 134 special attack. That's pretty cool. But aside from that, yeah, Poltegeist, it can Shell Smash, get up those stat boosts, run a White Herb on it as well, get rid of the defense drops, and just decimate absolutely everything with Store Power. Because other than my Bisharp, oh, that's my first team member. Other than my Bisharp, I have no psychic immunities, but it can probably still kill my Bisharp too with something. Yeah, it just can probably kill it too. Even with that, I just can't speak. Next is Infernape. Infernape does have really balanced stats. Its special attack and attack are actually the same. And I think that's like 104 attack and special attack. And with the 108 speed stat, I can outspeed something and hit really hard. So that, again, that is also really worrying, because with my triple steel core, one of them with a weakness to fighting and one of them with a weakness to 4 times weakness to fire, this thing can kill like all of my steels. So it gets access to physical fire moves like Flare Blitz, Fire Punch and stuff like that, and physical fighting moves like Mach Punch and Close Combat. It also gets special fighting priority with Vacuum Wave, and does get Flamethrower and stuff like Overheat. So it can hit specially as well. So this is quite a versatile attacker, and it just does really well against my team, other than like my dragons. But that's Infernape. Next is his Cryogonal. Cryogonal obviously was his D tier pick, but it can still do things. It can rapid spin, it can defog. Both of those have drawbacks against my team, because I do have a spin blocker and I do have Bisharp with Defiant that can eat up a defog and just get the Defiant boost along with that. So yeah, that's his main form of hazard removal, but I do have counters to his hazard removal, and also Bisharp just kills it, you know? It just punches right through its stupid icy face and does whatever. I don't know. Sandaconda. Next is Sandaconda. I actually don't know what it does. That's basically the only one I didn't really prepare for. Mostly because of Ragwinnett and Blastoise kill it, and Delmise as well, they all kill it. So I wasn't really worried about Sandaconda. It gets Sandspit and Sandveil if you wanted to run Sandstream Tyranitar with Sandveil Sandaconda, but I don't know. So it also sets up rocks, I guess, decently bulky on the physical side. But again, I wasn't really preparing for the Sandaconda that much. Next is a Pokemon I was preparing for a lot, and that is Slurpuff. Slurpuff just, oh my god, Slurpuff is incredibly threatening. I don't know why they let Slurpuff be a C tier pick when something like Slowking, which I'll get into later, is A tier. Slurpuff should at least be B tier. It has its stats are all pretty average, but it does get the insane combo of Belly Drum and Unburden. So he can set up a Belly Drum, he loses 50% of his health, he runs a Citrus Berry, he heals it back up, Unburden doubles his speed. Now he's got doubled speed and max attack. That thing just absolutely destroys. He has play rough to destroy my dragons, Drain Punch to destroy my steels, and a combination of those probably just destroys the rest of my team anyway. So basically Slurpuff equals death, unless you have a counter to it, which I'll show you. I'll just show you guys. Next is Bronzong. Bronzong is, yeah, it's a pretty good, just defensive Pokemon in general. It can Stealth Rock, it can set up screens, it has, what is its defense stats? 116 in defense and special defense, so it can eat up hits well. It can also run Body Press with its 116 defense, which obviously will do a freaking ton of damage, and Gyro Ball with 33 base speed, which can do a lot of damage as well. And it can Trick Room, I guess, if you want to just kill the opponent with just massive body presses and the Trick Room Sweeper. I don't know. You never know though. Next is Slowking. Obviously not as good as Slowbro because of its stat distribution with 110 special defense, while Slowbro has 110 defense, but it's still really good because it has Regenerator as an ability and Teleport. It can eat up a hit and just get out of the battle and use its Regenerator to heal up a lot of its health, a third of its health, and yeah, it can also kind of hit well, especially with 100 special attack. It can hit me back with those Scalds and whatever, but I don't really know if it could be used offensively. But also gets recovery and slack off, so even if it can't switch out, it can still recover. So that is this thing. I don't know really about the Slowking, but I can still kill it with things like Magnezone and probably like Bisharp. And then we have Raikou. Don't make fun of me of my pronunciation. I don't care. Raikou is blazingly fast. 115 base speed. I'm pretty sure that it just outspeeds everything on my team, unless I invest specifically in speed and like a scarf or something just to outspeed this thing. And yeah, it has Volt Switch. It has extreme speed. It has just a lot of things that can just do quite a bit of chip damage to my team. And also get Shadow Ball, like Thunder Wave, I meant Thunderbolt. And it can just do a lot of things to just damage my team a lot, just for his other Pokemon to come in and sweep. So that's Game Squad. Time to go over mine. My first Pokemon is Magnezone. You saw this earlier. He is actually running Chopo Berry, which is the fighting resist. And the reason for that is Slurpuff, basically, because if I just don't have something to counter exclusively Slurpuff, I just lose to Slurpuff. So basically, my plan for Slurpuff was, I have something in on it, and then just, like, kill it. No, not kill it, I mean, have Slurpuff kill that Pokemon. I'll sack something off the Slurpuff, and let the Slurpuff get a free belly drum in. That's fine. Whatever. But then I switch to Magnezone. And even if Slurpuff is running Drain Punch, a +6 Drain Punch on an Adamant 250 to attack Slurpuff versus my EV spread with... Wait, what? Oh, I didn't... Oh, whatever. It does around 60 to 78%. So that is pretty cool. I have the wrong EV spread up on this. That's weird. Okay, yeah, but the calc still works, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it just and then it hits back with a flash cannon and just ends the Slurpuff's life. That's basically all Magnezone was for. So yeah. Next is the MVP from last week is Garchomp. Garchomp got 5 kills last week. That is insane. And it was ready to do it again this week. It was scarfed once again. It was going to outspeed most things on its team. It had 204 speed to outspeed a +2 speed Modest Poltergeist, I think. And it just have special defense investment just to make it a little bit bulkier. It has Earthquake for just mostly anything that doesn't have Levitate. And it has Outrage and Dragon Claw, both of them at the same time, because I don't want to outrage something and then kill it, and then immediately Slurpuff can switch in on it and eat it, and then just kill it. So, because basically I don't want Garchomp to die. I love Garchomp. And Fire Fang, just for some good coverage against like Cryogonal and Bronzong. So, that's cool. So, yeah, not much to say about this. Pretty standard, absolute beast of a Pokemon. So, next is my Bisharp. A member actually didn't bring last week. This time I am running him max attack, max speed, adamant. So, yeah, he's just going to be a no-nonsense. Get in, try kill something, and get out. So, I've got low kick specifically for Tyranitar, because it just kills Tyranitar basically with a low kick. And it has the standard moves for Bisharp, which are Knockoff, Iron Head, and Sucker Punch. Knockoff does a whole lot to things with items, and Sucker Punch can do damage as well if they go for an attack. And Iron Head just it kills Cryogonal, and it also kills Tyranitar. So yeah, Balthazar is pretty good as a Pokemon, and it has Black Glasses to up the power of those knockoffs and Sucker Punches. Next is Virgil. Let's go Virgil, the Blastoise. I'm actually running him as a Shell Smash sweeper. He's gonna get his Shell Smash off. His White Herb's gonna reverse the stat drops, and yeah, the combination of Surf, Ice Beam, and Dark Pulse kills Sandaconda, Poltegeist, Slowking, Infernape, Latios, Tyranitar, and Roserade. So this, if I can get a Shell Smash off, this thing will do really well against his team. And I do have 180 speed investment, which is kind of arbitrary, but actually it allows me with a timid nature to have +2 Blastoise, +2 speed after a Shell Smash Blastoise with this spread will actually outspeed a Scarf Infernape. This is I'm just basically regurgitating what my coach gal says, but it's actually really smart. So yeah, Virgil comes in, drops his Shell Smash, kills, kind of, don't know. Then a Ragwinnett. We have the last returning member from last week is a Ragwinnett. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same set as last week, so he just sets up Sticky Web, maybe Toxic something, and hits something with a strong Liquidation. So yeah, Ragwinnett is cool. Next, and last but not least, actually, yeah, kind of least, is Leonard, the Clay Doll. He's running Ghost Resist Berry, which will make it harder for a Poltegeist to kill him, or something. I probably should have changed this, because at first I was running Shadow Ball in this thing, but I did choose to replace it with Stealth Rock, so I can sell rocks. And he does have Rapid Spin, so it can clear hazards, a Psychic and Earth Power for some good stab, because I'm pretty sure both Psychic and Earth Power have a good chance to OHKO Infernape, so that's cool. And yeah, that's my squad, that's his squad, that's taking up the majority of this video. But next is the replay, and yeah, here we are with a really weird view of my home bar twice, and then it zoomed out with my recording thing twice, and then yeah, I'm just gonna start it right now. Probably gonna turn the volume down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, let's start it. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna go over his team first. There was a lot that surprised me about what he chose to bring. So basically, I was really expecting him to bring Slurpuff. Obviously, I brought a whole Pokemon today with Slurpuff. Raikou didn't come either, and Tyranitar didn't come either. So yeah, a couple of main things that I did bring just for those specific Pokemon are just gone. Namely, the Chopo Flash Cannon on Magnezone and Low Kick on Bisharp. They don't serve much purpose anymore. So yeah, let's get into the replay right now. So yeah, I lead off with a Ragwinnett, and he leads off with Infernape. I led up with a Ragwinnett to get up the Sticky Web, and that is exactly what I do. But he U-turns out and goes into Cryogonal, probably expecting the Sticky Web so he can Rapid Spin. So he does go do that. He clicks Rapid Spin, but I'm kind of hoping for a Defog so I can get a Defiant boost. But he goes for Rapid Spin, I hit it up anyway. So basically, and then I click actually Iron Head to kill Cryogonal. It actually does a really good amount to Roserade, and I go for Sucker Punch, but it fails. It doesn't actually go for an attack. which would be like a Technician boosted HP Fire probably. But then I just switch out from Bisharp, I believe. Yep, I switch out into Magnezone, which he sets up spikes on, which I can obviously deal with. And I hidden power it. It doesn't do a lot. This thing is probably invested in Spadef. He Leech Seeds once again, heals up a bit of his health, and I'm back to the situation. So I Volt Switch out, do a lot more chip, and go into my Claydol just to Rapid Spin those spikes away. He sets another set of spikes, and I Rapid Spin, but he does have a Spin Blocker and Poltergeist. But he Toxics, I get my Rapid Spin off, and we're looking pretty dandy from here. And actually, this is really surprising that I click Psychic on Claydol, and Claydol gets a kill. I don't know why. Claydol now has more kills than basically any of my Pokemon at this point other than a Ragwinnett and Garchomp. And then, so basically Latios Calm Minds. I set up rocks, hopefully trying to force a switch into Cryogonal, but probably not. Then I just plan to sack Leonard off here, so I can, I should have kept Shadow Ball probably, but yeah, I just sack off Claydol here. He goes for Ice Beam, Claydol dies, and I bring in my counter to this Latios, which is my Scarf Garchomp. I Outrage and kill it. He does not have a Slurpuff to switch into this Outrage, but he does switch into Bronzong, which resists it, obviously. I'm locked into Outrage, and he just eats it up, clearly, because he just resists. And I don't switch out. Oh wait, next turn I switch out. He's set up Iron Defense. This thing kills me. He's now at +4 defense. Thunderbolt does more than HP Fire, actually. But then he Body Presses, and even with my Chople Berry, I die. I'm just gone. So that's kind of sad. My Sig is gone for the my Sig is gone. Then I go Shell Smash. I did a calc, and Blastoise is guaranteed to live a Body Press from this +4 defense Bronzong, and as you can see here, when he goes for that Body Press, it does 94. I'm pretty sure with a max damage roll, it can go to up to like 96, 97, but I'm guaranteed to survive it. So I do kill the Bronzong with Blastoise, and he brings his Infernape. He does have priority on it, and Virgil goes down, rest in peace. So that is cool. And I'm going to Ragwinnett I click Liquidation, and if you see this, I hit Cryogonal with this Liquidation. It does so much. Ragwinnett is sick. And he just Rapid Spins once again. I click Liquidation once again, and Cryogonal dies. I don't have hazards up, but I just have a killing spree on my Ragwinnett. He Shell Smashes on his Poltergeist, and I'm surprised to see that he's not White Herb, so he does have the defense drop. I Toxic it, which is probably a misplay, but you know, whatever. He goes for Store Power, which I live, because a Ragwinnett's base 131, but a Liquidation just kills, man. It just decimates. Especially with the defense drop. He Mach Punches on Infernape, gets another kill. I probably could have gone hard Garchomp here, but I mean, I just go Garchomp anyway. He Mach Punches, doesn't do a lot. I Earthquake, I click Earthquake, just like I did last week 9 times, and I end off the battle, and I did win 2-0, and that is GG, good game, Gabe, and yeah, that's it. So, here's my kill chart for week 1 and week 2. Garchomp has 7 kills, which is unbelievable. This thing is an absolute murderer. Ragwinnett is on 3, which is nice, especially because I didn't really expect it to be doing that much offensively, but it has been doing pretty well offensively. And Claydol and Blastoise both got 1 kill this week, which is just weird to see Claydol up here with the likes of my Shell Smash, Blastoise, Garchomp, and Ragwinnett, which is just, I don't know why Claydol got a kill, but that's cool. And yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like the video and subscribe for the rest of my coverage for the PWC. Next week might be my hardest battle well, not all season, but like so far, because there's two of us in this league so far that have a 2-0 record with the same differential. My differential is 7 plus 7 because I've got 12 kills and 5 deaths so far, and and another person who does have that differential is my next week's opponent, Zankyo. And yeah, so this might be deciding who goes onto the top of the table. Actually, well, decide who goes to the top of the table. So I'm actually really excited for next week's battle. Will be a fun one. Will be a difficult one probably, because he's actually pretty good. Oh, really good, to be honest. Yeah. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. As always, I'm just repeating myself, so I'm just going to end off with a joke. Knock, knock, who's there?